So vasectomy tips. Actually, we'll put the camera on the focus here, and we'll distract the viewers. Still 3.9% body fat. Let's get serious. So let's talk about vasectomy. We have a question here on the Facebook group. It's my Durianrider coaching group. Go to durianrider.com if you're interested in the Durianrider coaching. It is incredible. I mean, this is the group I created. I create products or environments that I wish were around when I first started on this lifestyle. There's nothing like this on the internet at all. Anyway, why doesn't Tony Robbins teach this stuff, or RSD Tyler, or some of the Gary V? None of them teach this stuff. It's sad, crazy. They teach some good stuff, but this is really important. Anyway, so we have a question. Hey Harley, I'm following your advice and getting a vasectomy next Friday. Don't want to raise kids. I've been thinking about it since went vegan 6 years ago, and I have mixed feelings, not sure why. I would say we don't sure why is because we have all these like family, social pressures, all this the girls like, oh, you got to have a guy, I want you to knock me up and I want to pump out babies and settle down. And hey, that's great if you want that, but not many guys want that. And a lot of girls don't want that these days. A lot of women don't want to change their bodies by having kids. A lot of women know that having a baby is a huge responsibility. It changes your whole lifestyle now. High carb Hannah wants to have a baby. That's going to be a big, rude shock for her. And then that's not me being spiteful or anything, being a hater. That's me genuinely knowing her as a person and knowing what it's like to be, raising kids and going, that's not compatible. It's a bit like someone who doesn't like bugs and they're going to come and stay at my house, live in the tent in the backyard. There's like, you got to choose one. So you got to choose that peaceful, quiet, romantic, basic lifestyle, or screaming kids, vaccinations, government taxes, all this nonsense, homeschooling, drugs, teenage pregnancies, the whole, kids doing speeding on motorbikes and killing themselves or whatever, or just, oh, I'm going to raise my kids like an angel and they'll listen to everything that I say and I will be a fair parent. Okay, you go do that. You go do that and get back to me in 10 years' time. How that's going for you. Man, having kids, insane responsibility. Anyway, so vasectomy, let's get to that. Has mixed feelings, understands you're getting a vasectomy now. Do you have any recommendations post vasectomy? I was told to lay in bed the first 3 days and put ice on my nuts the whole time. He didn't write nuts, I wrote nuts. And avoid doing any efforts the first week, and that I could start riding my bike after 2 or 3 weeks, which honestly feels like a long time. How long do you recommend after waiting should you have sex? I would say that, let's get to the questions. Do you experience testicular post-pain vasectomy recovery or throughout the years? I'm a bit scared about experiencing pain during surgery and discomfort post-vasectomy. All right, so as someone who's had a vasectomy in 2005, so that's like, you could come up, 14 years ago. Wow, it goes quick. Saved so much money. Oh my God, the money I've saved from not having kids. The freedom I have from not having kids. It's fantastic. People say, you've got a son. Brooke's not my son. That's trolling. And I'll continue to troll with that, but I don't have any kids. Luckily, I didn't get anyone preggo. So, I'm assuming I don't have any kids before my vasectomy. So sometimes people have kids and don't even tell you. Maybe come back in 10 years or 20 years' time and say, hey, actually, you've been a daddy this whole time, just to let you know now. Anyway, that's another video. So, post vasectomy recovery, I wouldn't recommend doing ice. Don't do ice on your testes. Like, why? That's going to kill testicular function. That's going to kill your testosterone. That's going to suppress LH release and function and bioavailability. Never, in my opinion, would I ice my testicles unless I was trying to destroy their function, all right? So I wouldn't be doing that. For me, putting ice in your nuts is like getting a stick and whacking them, getting a bottle in your nuts. So like, why? Doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, it's going to reduce swelling. No. Like, you want recovery. You want some natural inflammation to get the blood flowing and all that stuff. All right. So I get pretty hyped up and passionate about the subject, but I do not recommend personally for me icing any injury or surgery. You're killing cells. You're freezing stuff up. You're slowing down healing. You reduce swelling, but you don't want to reduce swelling at a natural level. You want the body to swell and do what it needs to do. Ice that prevents that. Ice is this whole thing of like, put ice in little Johnny's knee because it's swollen and he's scared. Okay, maybe for kids there's a psychosomatic healing modality, but even then, let's teach our kids to harden the fuck up. And as adults, we can harden the fuck up and realize that ice is pointless. It kills things. It delays recovery. Yes, it does. go and ice your legs before a run. You're going to make your muscles all tight and probably pull them. Now rubbing ice on your skin and your temples to cool down, yeah. But holding it on there and delaying, like that's not healthy, man. But rubbing ice on your body to cool off in a half, yeah. Big difference between ice rubbing and ice, holding it on. Anyway, I would recommend no ice. I'd recommend, relax, lay down for sure. Just listen to your body. Don't take painkillers unless you really need to, but don't, because then you won't listen to your body. How can we listen to our body when we're on painkillers? People take painkillers and go, I'm recovered, and then go and, do stupid shit. There was one guy from Norway who got a vasectomy, and he was out riding up and down the mountain and doing all sorts of stupid shit. And he's going, I'm not recovering properly. And I'm like, bro, like, you got to get some recovery. You got to listen to, I don't want to have to do that. And that attitude is not, you got to always put the body health first. Listen to your body, especially after a surgery. Now, vasectomy is a very, very, very minor surgery. It's one of the most minor surgeries you can do. But still, what's the rush? We want everything now, So I say that again, not as to be cuntish or arrogant, but it's just to be, sort of a friend and say, like, people, just chill, man. Just have some fucking patience, all right? Like, your body will heal when it needs to heal. And having that vasectomy is such a big thing to do in terms of, like, it's really fucking awesome, man. And this is going to change your whole life and change other people's lives and give them more security and fun. So, you have that patience. And if it takes 2 days, for me, it took like a few days to recover. I rode home from the surgery. I was doing racing next week. I don't recommend that, but that's my recovery. All right, so yeah, I did a 24-hour race that weekend. I didn't finish the 24-hour race, though. I did a few laps, and I was like, nah, this is silly. This is silly. But if I took painkillers, then I wouldn't have felt the pain and maybe done some post-surgery damage. So don't take painkillers unless you can't sleep, then yeah. But even then, be very mindful of how painkillers suppress pain. So things might not be healed just yet. So anyway, how long after having sex? That's individual. You also want to make sure you get your samples tested. Make sure and you want to clear the pipes. Clear the pipes before you go in, and clear the pipes a few days afterwards. So I would definitely clear the pipes well before going to surgery. And the surgeons won't tell you this because it's like, oh my God, my surgeon told me to fap off. I want to join the hashtag me too. In terms of experiencing testicular pain post vasectomy recovery throughout the years, sometimes if I've had what's the word? I wouldn't call it pain. I would call it like, I can't really go into that much detail, illicit detail on YouTube. So maybe Alexandra, you can message me privately. You message me privately, and I'll tell you what I experienced. Mate, I'll show you some stories because we do have some people in the group that might find it a bit offensive. So I won't put it in the group. I won't put it on YouTube. But feel free to message me. It's more fun stories versus anything to me. But there's people out on the internet who talk about this like post-pain vasectomy thing or whatever. These people I generally find they're fucking Fruit Loops. I did an interview with Dr. Snip, and he found the same thing. These people, they're just looking for some sort of problem to have. There's some people out there, you give them a vegan banana cake, and they'll eat it, and they'll be like, oh my God, I think I've given me like diabetes. I really think I've got diabetes from eating one cake, and Durianrider is the worst person on the internet. And some people out there just like, quite wacko. I'm wacko. Most of my audience is wacko as well, but there's people out there who are like, a little bit bad. So be careful who you believe in the internet. I've had my vasectomy for 14 years. My dad had one. My uncle had one. I've had so many friends have one. And they all just love it. The biggest thing is just chill on the bike, man. Chill on the bike. Like, let your body heal. Don't be a dumb fuck. I mean, you're a smart fuck for getting a vasectomy, but don't be dumb by just jumping on the bike too soon. Just listen to your body. We can't force our body to heal. Like, I want to do this, body. What are you doing? No. The body has its own agenda. Just respect it and relax. But yeah, good on you for getting vasectomy done. Don't worry about the pain during vasectomy. There's no pain. There's no pain. Grown men can get a vasectomy. It's not pain. It's maybe a slight discomfort. They give you anesthetic. It's not like you have to go in there with no anesthetic. You know, they give you any surgery with anesthesia is not painful. It's maybe slight discomfort. But we're men and we're women and we can get shit done. All right, but there's painkillers during surgery, so it's okay. It's okay. But good on you for getting it done, man. That's fucking big tilt of the hat to anyone out there who's getting a vasectomy. It's really, really important. So this is really awesome. This is the biggest thing you do for the environment is not have kids or not have any more kids. Biggest thing you can do. You know, if you consider yourself a compassionate person and you want to have kids, want to have babies, then fucking adopt. Can't do that? Be a foster parent, be a school teacher, be a mentor on YouTube. All right? Smash out 10, 20 zillion videos a day instead of creating another baby and setting it up for life in 20 years' time. Can you imagine in 20 years' time the pollution levels and how hardcore and cutthroat it's going to be? I paid my water bill yesterday and I'm like, what? The cost of living in Australia is going insane. It's going insane. It's fucked, man. I mean, I'm grateful, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, it ain't getting easier. So think before you fuck, get a vasectomy, guys. Don't be irresponsible. Thanks, AP, for that post, and send me a message if you want more juicy content. We'll see you soon. Thanks.